What's up guys, Bloodshed here. Today we're going to talk about a wizard starter build for Season 13 Diablo 3. Now in this series, it's more of a discussional type video, not so much action. It's just me giving you guys a complete survival guide for the season, like what to start, how to progress, what to do at every step of the way. So to start out at level 1, you're going to have blood shards, okay? So we talked about the challenge drift bag in a previous video. If you don't know about that, stop the video and watch that. It's down below in the description. The Challenger bag is going to give you access to blood shards, okay? And what we're going to roll early is bracers for Ashnagar's blood bracers. These ones right here. What you can do is you can put them in the cube or you can just carry them the whole way, but it's going to give you a nice survivability for later on, for level 70 when we really need it. The thing about Firebird is the 6-piece bonus gives you really dope survivability, but the enemies die so quick and T7, T8, and you die to trash mobs that fast also. So you really have no survivability with the set because things die too quickly. As soon as it dies, you lose your buff, basically. So it's a gift and a curse. It's going to get you to higher GRs early, but trash mobs are going to kill you. So we need Ashnagars for Firebirds, and that's what we're getting for Hadrig's gift as well. So level 1, open up your challenge rift bag, grab roll for bracers, get Ashnagars, and then just enjoy your leveling process. If you want a level guide, like what are the best skills to do while leveling, it'll be in the description. It'll all be laid out for you in the description, okay? This is like me explaining my choices and you just copy and pasting the builds. All this stuff was tested with no Paragon, no legendary gems, nothing beneficial in the cube. We did all legit testing like we do. We've been doing starter builds for years now. So when you hit level 70, you're gonna need a starter build. That is also gonna be in the description below. Just copy and paste it. It's a generic starter build. You wanna focus on things like main stat, vitality, and double crit. Okay, those are like your 4 things that you need as a starter build. Look for those items everywhere. As an example, like this double crit ring, you can't always get it perfect, but like look at this, we stuck with a 53 crit damage, but with 7 crit. When you're leveling from 61 to 70, just keep an eye out for double crit. I would use all level 61 gear if it had double crit and your main stat on the item. So it's very important that you just look for those items while leveling, and you'll just keep them, right? Just acquire them as you're going. Hit level 70, copy and paste the starter build down below, and then you're gonna move to a 4-piece starter, which looks something like this. Okay, the way the Firebird set works is the 2-piece gives you a cheat death ability. The 4-piece puts 1000% damage dot on the enemy, and it it disintegrates elites. You're gonna have no problem killing, doing the GR20 clear, doing anything like that. So this is the build. You can screenshot it. If you don't need help with anything else, you can screenshot this, do your GR20 clear, and have a good time. To proc the ignite effect, you need to ignite enemies with 3 different fire spells. We went with Heat Wave, Wave of Force, since it has a nice AoE, but you can use anything that you like, obviously. Boom, there's one. The second one is Convergence, gives a nice wide arcing beam, and the third one is actually Ignite. So Ignite Magic Weapon counts as your 3rd fire spell. Your 2-piece from Firebird also procs it, but it's not reliable. You can use Archon Combustion if you like. Where is the Archon at? I've never used it before. Archon Combustion. You can even use Arcanaut. You can use Familiar with Spark Flint. That's going to cause a proc. You can use a lot of different ways, and feel free to change things up. As long as you're hitting them with 3, you'll be good to go. And hopefully you have those Ashnagars. If you don't get them, you can make a level 1 Wizard alt and then roll them again and then just put them in the cube, or, you know, whatever. Basically, this is going to really help you early game. Eventually you won't use them unless you're pushing on Firebird or something like that, but really early game, the Ashnagars will definitely help you out. Once you have your 6-piece bonus, you do get the offhand, so then I would definitely recommend using a staff when you don't have an offhand, and when you do get the offhand, go to a one-hand wand. Now you need to do a Hope of Cain. The Hope of Cain, if you don't know, it upgrades a yellow to a legendary, and you have to do that for the season journey anyway. So this build right here will take you directly into like T7, no problem, especially with Ashnagars. If you don't have Ashnagars, you might be around T6 or something like that. So as a wizard, you have a few different options. I'm gonna let you decide between upgrading wands or upgrading swords, okay? If you upgrade swords at level 70, you have some really big options. Like you can land a Death Wish, which is really gonna skyrocket everything, and it's really good for the early game speed build. You can also land a Twister Sword, which is synergizes with the speed build. I'm gonna link the speed build down below. Everything's gonna be laid out for you guys. And you can land an Ingeom, which is pretty much needed in all aspects of the game for the speed build, okay? But you have a 1 in 15 chance to get it. That's the caveat, is it's a pretty big range. If you decide to roll wands, you can get like an Aether Walker, a Chantoto, Unstable Scepter, Wanderwell. There's a little bit more, there's about 5 wands, so you have a 50-50 chance to get one that's somewhat useful. If you get the Chantoto, immediately start rolling offhands with your blood shards to complete the set. So it's up to you what you want to roll. I would just YOLO and go for swords, but I can see a case for both of them. Okay, so that's what I would do early game, is make that decision and hopefully you get lucky. If not, it's fine. This build will definitely carry you to T7. You want to rush to T7. T7 is really important because you have a 90% chance to get a DB from an elite pack. And that's really crucial in getting those DBs early game for progression. So the first thing you need to think about is, as soon as I hit 70, I need to be capable of T1 to get, you know, set items from monsters. And then immediately when I get my 6-piece bonus, I need to go to T6, or I'm sorry, T7 to get that 90% chance drop rate. When you go to T8, it's 100% drop rate for a Death's Breath. Bloodshed, okay, I got the item, all this stuff. What do I spend my blood shards on? Okay, one thing you want to spend your blood shards on is the offhand source. There's some good sources, like you might need the Chantoto one that we talked about. You might need an Orb of Infinite Depth. An Etched Sigil would be God mode. God mode really good with Death Wish and channeling and all that stuff. A lot of these are really good. The orb is going to give you 80% damage reduction. The Chantoto is going to synergize with the weapon that we just talked about. So definitely you want to roll Triumvirate. It's going to buff Arcane Orb. Definitely roll offhands and try to get something really good from there. After that, I would roll Bracers to try to get Nemesis Bracers and Rancer's Folly. Rancer's Folly synergizes with the speed build that I recommend. And Herb Brash's Binding is really good for getting pretty much perma resource when you're channeling Arcane Torrent, Disintegrate, or Ray of Frost. That is pretty much it. Wizard is a really, really, really strong build. You guys will have no problem tackling the content. I'm doing the starter builds this way this season just so it's not confusing with gameplay here, gameplay there. You can just copy and paste the builds at every juncture and take my recommendations, and you guys will have no problem completing everything. There's really no mechanics to think about other than tagging everything with 3 fire spells. And even when you get your 6-piece bonus, you just tag elites with your fire spells, hit everything with 3 fire spells, and dominate. Just know that you have no damage reduction with the set. You need Ashnagars or something to go. You need like the ring. If you get one of those defensive rings, that's amazing. Any of the Halo rings will help you out tremendously. Just know that you're really, really weak with Firebirds because everything dies so fast, not because it doesn't have it built in. But yeah, that's why like when we were doing 110s last season, like we were kiting them through the rift to keep them burning so we have our effect, right? But yeah, Halo, any of the Halos would work out really great for that. So this is the Bloodshed. Follow me at twitch.tv/bloodshed for all your Diablo needs. You know, we're going to take care of you. Every class is going to be completed this season. And yeah, I guess I can leave you with a few bits of information. Do a GR level 1. When you ding 70, you get a guaranteed Bane of the Powerful gem as your first gem every season. Kill Maltheo to get the Reaper's Wraps, and look out for the Ring of Royal Grandeur in the cube. Those are like the 3 last minute tips. Anyways, guys, that's all for me today. I'm out of here. Peace.